I'm feeling good. I'm feeling relaxed because I've just had my mind expanded by the Zen of Convex page. And I am here to share this infinite wisdom with you. So, if you want to think like a convex developer, then this is the video for you. Grab yourself a lovely cup of tea and allow the soothing English accent to wash over you. There's a reason why a deterministic reactive database is at the beating heart of Convex. The more you center your apps around its properties, the better your apps are going to fare over time. If you internalize this, then I promise you your app is going to stay screaming fast and you won't have anywhere near as many consistency or state management problems if you went with something else. Anyways, here are a few quick tips. First, make sure you're using queries for reading data rather than actions or, God forbid, mutations. Queries are reactive, cached, and consistent. With very few exceptions, every read operation in your app should happen via a query function. In general, your mutations and queries should be working with less than a few hundred records and should aim to finish within 100 milliseconds or so. It's nearly impossible to maintain a snappy, responsive app if your synchronous transactions involve a lot more work than this. Actions are awesome for batch jobs and or integrating with outside services, like in this example. They're powerful, but they're slower, more expensive, and Convex provides a lot fewer guarantees about their behavior. So, never use an action if a query or a mutation will get the job done. I've got a lot more to say about actions, but I'll save that for the best practices video. You may be tempted to build your own local cache or state aggregation layer in Convex to sit between your components and your Convex functions. But with Convex, most of the time you won't end up needing this. More often than not, you can just simply bind your components to Convex functions and in pretty simple ways, and things will just work and generally be plenty fast enough. Like in this example, we are using the same get current user query in two different components, and Convex is just going to cache the result between the two, so there's only ever one subscription. Mutation return values can be useful to trigger changes in state on the client, but it's rarely a good idea to use them to set in-app state to update the UI. So instead of doing this where we set the result locally after the mutation returns, instead it's generally better to do something like this. So we're going to assume that this mutation is going to update the item in the database, so then after the mutation runs, the query should be automatically rerun for you and update the UI so you don't manually need to update the state. Convex's built-in primitives are pretty low level. They're just functions. What this means generally is that you can build up whatever you need from those primitives for things like auth or ORMs yourself by just composing those functions like you do in the rest of your TypeScript application. The Stack site has a whole heap of great examples of ways to tackle these particular needs. Between the docs, Stack, and the community, someone has probably already encountered the design or architectural issue that you're currently facing. It can, however, be sometimes hard to know where to look. If you want a quick way to search across all of these, there is this awesome page here, which I'll leave a link to down below. But there's also a search in the docs and an AI-based search as well. Failing all of that, don't be afraid to jump on the Convex Discord server and pop a question in one of the channels, or even ask AI on there. There's also heaps of example projects that other people have built using Convex. Okay, well, that's about it for me for today. I hope you are like me now and feeling the Zen of Convex. And if you are, then I would very much appreciate a like and sub. And if you like this video, then you might want to check out this one I did a few months back, where I talk about the things that I feel are the most important for you to need to know to understand what is Convex. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Cheerio.